Let me tell you about one of the most chilling true crime cases that shook America, the story of Chris Watts. You know, sometimes the most terrifying monsters aren't hiding in the shadows. They're living right next door, wearing a perfectly normal mask. Back in 2018, in the quiet suburb of Frederick, Colorado, Chris Watts seemed like the perfect family man. He had a beautiful wife, Shanann, who was 15 weeks pregnant, and two adorable daughters, 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Celeste. Their social media was filled with happy family moments, vacation pictures, and loving messages. But behind that picture-perfect facade lurked something truly sinister. On August 13th, Shanann returned home from a business trip around 2 a.m. By sunrise, she and her daughters had vanished without a trace. Chris appeared on local news, pleading for their safe return, his face showing what seemed like genuine concern. He looked directly into the cameras, begging anyone with information to come forward. But something wasn't quite right about his demeanor. As investigators dug deeper, cracks began to appear in Chris's story. Security footage from a neighbor's house didn't match his timeline. Text messages revealed marital problems. And then came the bombshell. Chris was having an affair with a coworker. Within just 48 hours, this missing persons case turned into something far more sinister. Under pressure from investigators, Chris finally broke. The truth he revealed was more horrific than anyone could have imagined. He had strangled Shanann in their bedroom and then, in an act of unthinkable cruelty, smothered his own daughters. He loaded their bodies into his truck and drove them to an oil field where he worked, disposing of them like they were nothing. What makes this case particularly haunting is how quickly Chris transformed from a seemingly devoted family man to a cold-blooded killer. In the weeks leading up to the murders, he was still posting family photos, still playing the role of loving father and husband. Yet he was already planning their deaths. The question that still haunts investigators and true crime enthusiasts today is, how did no one see this coming? How does someone hide such darkness behind a smile? Chris Watts is now serving multiple life sentences without the possibility of parole. But the story serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the most dangerous predators are hiding in plain sight, behind the facade of normal, everyday life. This case changed how many people view family dynamics and social media perfection. Because sometimes, the happiest pictures hide the darkest truths, and the perfect family man might just be wearing a mask that's about to crack.